But he was an amazing man. And he was held up and propped up and soothed by an amazing woman. And the two of them together changed the world. And it was an amazing thing to watch from so close and to be able to be involved in. And I thank you for your service.
Now, that was just some of what Chip Carter had to say about his father, Jimmy Carter, during a ceremony for the former president Saturday at the Carter Center. Let's go back out to 11 Live's Ariana Mediz, live from the Carter Center for this morning. Ariana, what else are you hearing from Mr. Carter's family?
Well, Angelina, yesterday we heard from the people who knew him the best. We heard from his family members who not only remembered him for his accomplishments, but also for his huge heart. We even heard from family members who focus on what the president's legacy will be and the many sacrifices that he made over the course of his 100 years.
His job was so much more than doing family stuff, so we didn't lose touch, but you had to get an appointment in advance. And that giving up of that time and sharing that was something that affected our family because we didn't have our parents as much as we could have. And I want to thank them for the sacrifice that they made.
But just know that while we mourn my grandfather's passing, I know in my heart, and you all do, that his legacy will live on.
Now, just from those two testaments, you can tell how much Chip loved his father and how much Jason looked up to his grandfather. Now, this is echoed tremendously by the other family members that we heard from recently over the past decade who love Carter and now are cherishing the memories that they have. 11 Live's Liza Lucas, she joins me here at the Carter Center. And Liza, you've been here all week, and we've heard from so many people who reflect on his legacy, and so many people are showing up from across the country to pay their respects.
That's right, and from across the world, all walks of life. I don't know how well you can see behind us, but there's been a steady stream of people coming down from the Carter Center throughout the course of the morning after visiting the president as he lies in repose overnight. This is an around-the-clock opportunity for the public, and we happened to have a chance conversation with Mike Hightower. He actually met Jimmy Carter back in the 70s. He worked the Florida campaign, then he quit his job, worked the general election. He said Jimmy Carter was his first boss, Ariana, and changed his life.
I'm here to say thank you for everything he has done for the world, for everything he did for people all over the world. But what he did for my family, he changed my life, and I wouldn't be here if it hadn't been for him. God bless him, and for he and the First Lady, one, they're back together. Rest in peace.
You know, we had a beautiful purple sunrise up there. Our Molly Oak was in Plains yesterday, and that sunrise was reminding her of Rosalind and Jimmy being reunited. People, again, from across Georgia, from across the country have been visiting. One man telling me from Noonan that Carter was president when he was born. He'd never been to the Carter Center, and he felt like he had to come down here. And then we'll have more from Mike Hightower and why he chose to come overnight and just have a quiet moment with the 39th president. We'll bring that to you at 9:30.
Yeah, it's been so beautiful to hear the experiences that people had with him, who knew him one-on-one, and just continue to paint a picture of a man that we saw in the White House, at the state Capitol, and a man who really lived after the White House. Thank you so much, Liza. And when we first arrived here, we saw people walking through around the Carter Center, really showing up. As Liza mentioned, this is a round-the-clock operation where people are able to come and spend those final moments, whether they want to do so during the day, where they want to have a quiet moment over the night, but people are able to come and pay their respects here at the Carter Center. Back to you, Angelina.
Ariana, thank you so much. It has been quite a spectacle to see everybody remembering him. We'll check in with you guys a little bit later.